Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. In this video, we are going to learn different ways of doing inheritance in Java. That means we know that we have a class and we create a new class with the help of the earlier class is called inheritance. That means we have a one super class when we have a new class as a subclass, and by the law of inheritance all the member of superclass is the member of subclass. So we know each and everything, but you also know that Java is changing and other languages also rapidly changing and coming. They are fighting with Java. So now the trend is going toward the functional programming. And that's why Java is also changing the way of inheritance. So in this video, I'm going to explain you different ways of doing inheritance, the older way, the new way by which you can do inheritance, and you can understand the code easily that this concept is called inheritance. So here we have a class, very simple program area, and here we have num1. We can say we have R, we have L, and we have the B, for example, and we have a function, we say void and get area. In this function we pass the radius means R, and this function will return. We do not have any argument in this function. What we have a constructor. In this constructor we pass a radius here int R, and we initialize this R with this, like this. We have another constructor in which we have L and B, like this, and we have L equal to L, and we have B equal to B, like this. And this is a class and this is a method area in which suppose I calculate, I pass the value and I say get circle area, and we display that area of circle equal to %t dot formatted, and here we can do our calculation that 3.14 into R, like this, and we can pass here FL, like this. So this is a class, normal class. Now I do inheritance also, but first of all I try to execute it. That we have a area A and I say new, and I pass here suppose one value, I say 12, and I say A dot get circle area, like this, and try to execute it. So we have this output, no problem at all. Now I do inheritance, means this is the area for circle. Now I want to do for rectangle, so I say rectangle extend, and I say area. Now here default constructor is asking, so I say rectangle, and here I pass int L, int B, and I pass super constructor of that class like this, and I can also declare default constructor also. Okay, so we have this, and now we can also create one more function just to provide the area. So we can say that would be the L into B like this, and we say area of a rectangle. No problem at all, and we try to execute it, and actually we have to create object also, and this is the integer, so I should convert it to integer also. So now I create this rectangle, new rectangle, and here I can pass some value, and I call get, and I have to change it to get rectangle area. So I just call it dot get rectangle area, and I call it. Clear? So this is a one way, the older way to do inheritance. Just we did this, we extend the class, we override some method, we create new method, we pass value, we just call a constructor. This type of things we are doing here. Now one more thing we can do here, that this is the one way to create. One more way to create is that I can say area R, you can say rectangle equal to area, and remember I am passing here the value length and breadth, and then I say new also, and here I semicolon, and here I just try to create my function. I say void, and I do the function, that function name is circle area. So I can create one more function here, that get area, and this function is blank right now. Okay, so just I override this function here, and I say void get area like this, and here I just copy and paste. You see, so we are passing L and B here, length and breadth from this object, this constructor. From this constructor I am creating an object, and I just override this method, and I do my code for rectangle. And now after this I call rec dot get area, and remember I call it, and we have the same type of output. So by using this much of line of code, remember this line of code, only one, you can say one or two line of code, doesn't require to create a new class, extend this class, and then write some method. What I did, I just override this method and do my calculation and call this method, and with the help of the super class only I create this. So what does this mean? This mean that automatically by this way, by putting a curly bracket after this constructor, we are creating a class like this. This is a class that do not have a name. So it is an anonymous class is creating in the background and extending with this area, and we are creating an object of area, and we are doing upcasting of object here with the help of polymorphism concept. we are able to do this. So this is a second way to create an inheritance. Remember that if I create here one more method, like I say get my rect area like this, and I try to execute this like this, save it, and you see that one problem is coming, that is locally created, and if I try to execute it here, so this function is not coming here. Why? Because of the rule of upcasting. Because we are doing upcasting, so this area class will recognize only the method those are available in the area class. So this get area I created because this function is available here. We can create abstract method also. So this method is available in this class. So this class know these methods, and that's why we can access. But the one drawback here, that with the help of this concept we cannot access the new method which we have created. So this is not accessible here. But if you still want to execute this function, you don't want to use the existing function of a class, so what you can do one more thing, that I tell you, that a new way, you can say new area like this, pass your value, then again call this, and remember that we have semicolon here. Now I cut this line of code and I paste here, and remember that this function is not available here. So that means I created this as a new function to calculate the area. Now what I do, I call it here that get my rect area. Remember that, save it. So I created a new function, and that function is also like we do in inheritance, we create more function in subclass and we can access those. So here I am creating this function and I am accessing this function here. So same, I am just creating a I'm just calling a constructor, creating an object, and I'm just creating a new method to calculate the area, and I'm calling this also here, and I try to run it, and you will see that that is the same output we are getting. So I'm passing this. So this is a one way, normal way, just by doing inheritance using extend keyword. Then second way, just using a upcasting, and the same superclass constructor we are passing here, and we are creating a anonymous class here, and in the anonymous class we are overriding a method. Another way, we are not passing the object of this into the superclass area. That means we are not doing upcasting, we are just creating a object here, and with the help of this object we are accessing this function. That means we can create our own functions here, do not need to override or use other function, and we can access any function here. But one drawback here in this process, that we can create only this one function and we can call one function at a time. If I want to call another function, so I can call another also like this, dot get, all functions are coming, get area is coming, get circle is coming, so I can call this function also, that is already implemented in superclass, you see, like this. But no need, we are not calling this function, but here we need to call dot get my area. You see, only one drawback is there, that we are creating a new function, one function, that function can be called. If we have a two function, so only one function we can call, we can't call more than one function by this way. So that is the one drawback here in this method, but we are also able to make inheritance. This is as a way of doing a inheritance, this is also way of doing inheritance, and this is the older way to do inheritance. Now last one, by using a lambda expressions. So I create one interface, I say interface, and I say sum, and here I just create a function, I say get double get sum, and here I pass int n1 int n2 like this, and we have this function, and I call this function as a functional interface. This process is belong to Java 8 and above, and now you see this interface is there. The normal rule of inheritance is just we create a class here, any class we can create, and we implement this sum, and then we override this method and do the task. But this is the older one, a normal way. Now a new way, we can use lambda expressions like this. I say here sum s equal to, and in lambda expression I pass here two value means n1 and n2 like this, and what I do, I just say here sys out, and here I print that sum of two number equal to, and I say percentage d dot formatted, and here I pass n1 plus n2 like this, and the result is double. So I should result is double because we have told this to output is double. So what I do, I should do void because I am printing the result here, and I say here percentage d. So now it is not returning any, not giving any error, and I say s dot get sum, and here I pass the value, save it, and I try to execute it, and you see we have a sum. So this is the new and a fastest way to perform inheritance. It is also the way of inheritance. That means here we are passing a value to the function, and we are just implementing a body, and this is all about is what hidden process of creating a subclass, implementing the interface, and overriding a method and writing the code inside that method, calling a function, overriding a method, writing a data in the data in the function, and passing a parameter to this function, and now creating an object. With the help of creating an object, we just access a function. So this is the latest way, you can say the new method of inheritance in Java. This is the older way by extend. This is also the older way. This is also the older way of doing inheritance. So we have a 4 types of way to perform inheritance in Java. So I think you learned something from this video. If you really learn anything from this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video.